Hi, I'm back. My name is Mary Pettiford, and I want to share my moments with Jesus with you. I'm sharing these moments to empower you, enlighten you, and strengthen you, and also to help usher you into the mighty and glorious presence of the Lord. Like I said in the beginning, I'm back. My husband and I recently returned from a mission trip in Central America with our Bible college, and I must say, it was so much more than I thought it would be. We went to Costa Rica, and even though we were in the inner city where there is extreme poverty and not anywhere near the tourist attractions like volcano parks or beaches or rainforests, we witnessed real beauty. God showed us the people of Costa Rica in a way that I will never forget, but in a way that confirmed for us that He truly went before us and made crooked places straight. Hard hearts were softened and broken souls were mended back together. He did this in them and He did it in us. The subject of my devotional today is continuing to cultivate a relationship with God when going through. Before we left on our mission trip, I got pretty sick. I had bronchitis, then I had a sinus infection and something else. I don't know what it was, but at the end of it, my whole body started to itch terribly. My eyes were beet red and swollen, and then I looked in the mirror and I saw red streaks all over my chest that looked like claw marks. Then I knew exactly what was going on. It made me angry. So mad that I yelled, "No, you are not doing this to me. Not today, not any day, enemy. No." A bit later, the marks were gone, and I went to bed. He couldn't get me with a visual, so next, fear tried its hand. Now, this was about 5 days before we were supposed to leave on the mission trip. I started thinking, what if I'm contagious? What if I can't go? Will I graduate? Or will my husband have to go without me? I went through this for about 2 days. And then something rose up inside of me, and I said again, no, I'm going on my mission trip. This is done. The itching stopped, and I felt better. But there's one more, a bit more to the story about the lies and schemes the enemy tried to use to stop my husband this time and me. Ed had knee surgery in August of 2022 and was doing well. Then, about a month ago, his other knee, the one that didn't have the surgery, and leg muscles locked up, and he started limping and was in a lot of pain. He pushed through it and told the enemy where to go. Next, shortly after we got to Costa Rica, he found out about a death of a very dear friend, someone he called a brother. We got through that as well. When we arrived home, he found out his father had passed away. I called out the enemy. I told him, "You are a liar and a defeated foe. This is enough. No more." The ridiculous of the things that the devil will do to try to stop you is real in this earth. But we serve a God that has placed us in a family with a Savior whose reality is so much stronger that nothing on this earth can stop him. He turned water into wine, healed the sick, raised the dead, laid down his life willingly for us, rose up, and walked through a wall. All these things and more prove he is our reality. If he weren't the reality in our home, we would have never gotten through everything we went through before this mission trip or after it. But God is faithful. He always has a way of escape for us because He always goes before us to break the snares and traps the enemy uses to try to destroy us. We may still come upon issues, but they do not destroy us. In our home, we stay in the Word separately and together. We consistently cultivate a relationship with Him and seek His ways. He is our strength, our wisdom, our everything. Through this and all times of trials from the enemy, I often meditate on Romans 8:28 because he works all things together for our good. Psalm 55:22 to remind myself that he sustains me. Zephaniah 3:17 to prove his love calms my fears. And Isaiah 41:13 because he is my help. While we were in Costa Rica, the sorrows we came across personally paled in comparison to the joy the Lord placed in our hearts while we were ministering to adults, giving testimonies, and feeding children who had not eaten in days. I know this may not seem like a triumphant devotional, but I'm here to tell you it is. So that's triumphant to me. My husband is walking in no pain and was not controlled by his feelings or fears or emotions. That is God's healing of his body and mind in full force. Again, triumphant. The revelation the Lord placed in my heart is that the seeds we planted were unique seeds that no one else could have planted the way we did. And that is why the enemy was coming at us so hard. God says these seeds will continue to grow because we have made it a point to cultivate a relationship with Him. It's not because we did something to earn it, it's because He loves us so much. He will ensure the seeds we are cultivating in the people we touched in Costa Rica. I encourage you, never forget, no matter what you're going through, never forget the Lord because He's been there before you and you will come out triumphant because you are His child and He loves you. Through relationship, He will guide you back to joy, peace, and His love. I pray that what I have shared will strengthen you, enlighten you, and bring you into the mighty and glorious presence of the Lord. If you do not have a relationship with Him, please leave me a message or a comment, and I would be happy to tell you more about Him. I'm still gathering questions as well, so if you'd like to send me questions about the Lord or anything that has to do with the Bible, I'll be doing them live in April. Any questions you don't want to place in the chat area or leave a comment about, send me an email at mymomentswithjesus@gmail.com. You should see it on the screen now, and it will also be in the description area. God bless you, and thank you for allowing me to share my moments with Jesus with you.